Hi, this is Mr. Shumway. This video clip explains how to find the area of the black triangles compared to the area of the larger triangle, the largest triangle. So let's say, one thing we know is that the distance from here to here is the same as the distance from here to here, because they told us that that's the midpoint of the segment and that same thing happens over here. That's the middle, that's the midpoint there. So what that does is it breaks the large triangle into 4 pieces. Let's go ahead and maybe I'll change colors there. Look at that triangle, and that triangle, this triangle, this triangle. So basically we have 4 triangles that are the same size. And only one of those is black. So if I'm just focusing on this part right there, then that is 1/4. Now I'm going to focus on this top triangle here, and then I'm going to narrow down and look at this one right here. So compared to the larger red triangle, this one, the part that's black that's just here is 1/4 of that. Well, but it's 1/4 of 1/4, so it's actually going to be 1/16, because we started with 1/4, and that black part of that is only 1/4 of that. And then let's do that next section. We're looking at this triangle here, and then what part of that is black if we only look at this one, just this piece right there. Well, that is 1/4 of 1/16. So that is 4 times 6 is 24, 1/64. Okay, and then we can continue with that, but that might, well, okay, let's do one more. So 1/4 of 1/64 is 1/256. Well, let's write those as decimals. This one is 0.25. This one is 0.0625. 0.00156 and 0.003906. Anyways, if I add those up, we might be able to see a pattern emerging. We haven't completed it. It's going to continue indefinitely, but it looks like each piece is adding less and less, right? So all we would do is get more accurate and more accurate, but we're probably close enough. Let's see what that adds up to. That adds up to just that far adds up to 0.320. So maybe that's not quite enough. Let's go ahead and add one more piece. The next piece would be 1/4 of 256. So that's 1/1024, which is, oh wait, when I added that 1/1000th, that did not change that number, so I got looking around to find my mistake. 1/64th, I wrote that wrong. That had 0.01556. I had an extra 0 after the decimal there. If I add those up, then that gives me 0.33. Looking at 0.33, what does that make you think of? Does that make you think of 1/3? Well, it should. So another way to look at this would be to look at only the first row. Just this group right here. Well, there are 3 triangles and one of those is black, so that how much of that is black is 1/3. Let's look at this next little group there. Well, 1/3 of that is black, and hopefully you can see that that pattern continues. 1/3 of each row is black. Well, if 1/3 of each row is black, then 1/3 of the whole thing is black. So that verifies what we found that way.